Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day, and today we are here with episode number 42 of the Ironman series, a series in which, of course, I am doing my best to stay alive. Now, whenever I get on the account, I can actually go to my account screen over here, and you guys can just kind of look at that. Doing pretty good so far, if I can say so myself. As far as last episode, I was working towards my achievement diaries, getting up to the Western Province Elite. At that point, now I have a resurrection once per day at Zulrah, so as long as I only die once and no more, I will be okay, essentially, to kill Zulrah as much as I please without any fear. Bank is looking really good. I almost have everything in place in terms of going to actually kill Zulrah right now. The only things I'd like to do first is going to be get up to 90 herb lore so then I can make anti-venom pluses. I'm at 89 right now, so, we're getting there. And beyond that, I do need to upgrade my house a little bit. I don't know if I'll do that at the beginning of Zulrah or once I get going a little bit, but at some point I would like to put the pool in and make that a really nice looking house. So kind of the plan right now, I do need to get some herb lore secondaries, but I have all this stuff basically to get there. Shouldn't be too bad. First of two levels that I need to go ahead and snag before I get on with the killing here. Up to 90 herb lore. Now I can make super combat potions without having to boost, and some overloads whenever I get to Chambers of Xeric, so that's really nice. In addition, I can get a +4 boost from a botanical pie, which will allow me to make the anti-venom plus. So, excited for that. I do need antidote pluses. I'm either going to get them through killing Zulrah, because she drops a decent amount of them, or I will plant some magics and then harvest them for their roots. Way less fun, but however I got to go about it. Also up to 2025 total. And back with the final level to cap it all off, there is 85 construction. Not really sure, well, I guess without boosting now I can build a fairy ring, but with my boost, I can build the pool that I want, the jewelry box that I want, the spiritry that I want. I mean, I'll actually be using this spot for a fairy ring. But overall, very excited with the setup that I can get in my house now. There's going to be a lot of improvements that have to be made, but I'll figure it out. Probably get a few kills with the new setup, and I'll check back in whenever the house is looking a little bit better, because this is pretty tough. Back again after 19 Zulrah kills so far. Did get some antidotes, which allowed me to make anti-venom, so I now have a pool of rejuvenation back here. Best pool that you can get in the house, so very excited to add that, along with a fairy ring over here that I can teleport around with, and finally a nice little jewelry box over here. I don't have the ornate jewelry box, the big fancy one. I'm not really sure if I want to. It allows me Amulet of Glory teleports infinitely, but I already have a ton of glories, and beside that, Ring of Wealth I have to charge in the Wildy to be able to upgrade this box. I don't really want to go back out in the Wildy, and honestly, I don't really use the Ring of Wealth teleports too much anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So as far as the very useful upgrades, I have those now. The house at large, I mean, hasn't really come together in terms of decoration. Maybe I'll get there at some point, but for now, gonna go ahead and grind a bunch of Zulrah. I did get kind of excited there. I threw the loot beams on just to kind of test and see what they look like. Actually, not too bad. I'm used to the RS3 ones where they come out of the ground, and those I just wasn't as big of a fan of. But, I mean, that doesn't look too bad. So now if we get any uniques, we'll have a cool little loot beam shining on down. But still just dry out here, 200 kills in. No spoon, I know, right? I mean, hard to believe, but at this point of the account, not really AFKing too much, which, I mean, kind of shocking. But only thing I did do a little bit of AFKing in recently was a little bit of fletching. Got up to 92. And in the future, probably going to do a lot of mining, near 85. And I need to get my smithing up, so might eye that one. But for now, looking for another unique. Well, implying I had one in the first place. Okay, so, oh my goodness. Yeah, just got a nice little snakeling right there. Kind of memeing about it, how funny it would be, if I just got a pet before I ended up actually getting a unique. And, yeah, here we are. So now I have a nice Zulrah pet. Red, blue. I like the blue the best, to be honest, so I'm going to keep it that way. But, so good. So good. Good flex, too. Beyond that, as far as the kill goes, as you can see, I'm out of food. I had 9 HP, and I was venomed as the kill was ending. So, honestly, I could have used my revive. I think you still probably keep the Zulrah pet them, but, I mean, just absurd that I'd go ahead and get that before any unique. But I'll take it. Second Zulrah pet across all my accounts, and I have like 3 mutagens too. My luck here on the super rares is just insane. Well, there we go. Took a little bit of time, 345 KC, but managed to get the magic fangs. So first little upgrade to the setup coming on in there. Gotta go grab, I think, a chisel, and then I can throw it on my trident. So gives me a little bit of a bonus. I don't know exactly which one I was hoping for first. I mean, probably the blowpipe, but this would be number 2, I'd imagine. I mean, the Serp Helm's nice, but it's not really game-changing, so happy to have it. Broke the semi-dry streak. I don't know if I can call it that, but got a chisel. This should do the trick. Can I throw it on there? Wait, what? Oh, I see. Try again. There we go. All right. Uncharged Toxic Trident. Very nice. I guess I do now have to throw some scales in there, but that won't be too bad. Nice little DPS upgrade, especially for my grind here. Don't have a lot of charges, but I got to do a lot of refilling here soon. So not looking forward to that, but it is on the way. As for the next unique, not really sure. So here we go. Not sure if this is going to get me up to 85 mining or not. I'll go up here and just start mining just in case it doesn't. I'm not really too certain. Yep, 31 XP off. All right, well, one little mine there. There we go. Up to 85 mining. Can now mine runite ore, and I will get that from the sack whenever I collect from here. Last episode, I unlocked the larger sack, so that was pretty nice for me. Adds to the AFK-ness that I can get here, and geez, 8 nuggets in one go. That's pretty nice. As far as the nuggets going forward, I don't know what most people use them for, but I need a lot of house teleports, so I'll be putting some of those towards that. Beyond that, 85 is also a requirement for the Wilderness Elite. However, I won't be partaking in that. I don't believe. Maybe one day if I have all the Elite stuff available to knock out, like, maybe I'll do it, but that'd be sometime far down the road. As for me right now, though, probably going to AFK a bit more here. I'm kind of working on some side stuff, so want to go ahead and get back to the AFK grind, but I would also like to just get a lot of ores here. That way I can push my smithing further, because right now it's lagging behind. It's doing okay, but I do need some GP for my Slayer and Zulrah drops as well, which actually has gone really, really well. I mean, obviously I have my uniques and whatnot, but over here in the loot tab, as you can see, I mean, my Zulrah jobs, they've been pretty good. They've been pretty good. I mean, you know, that's 2.2 mil in battle stats right there. I can definitely get some orbs to go ahead and make those and then high alch those. Beyond that, a lot of addy bars, a lot of coal, good mahogany logs for the construction grind if I ever want to go back to it, which, I mean, I don't know. A lot of dragon bones, some yew logs that I can high alch once I fletch them into bows, and I mean, just a ton of stuff from Zulrah. So honestly, wasn't really expecting a lot of cash coming in there, but that could for sure help me out with my smithing grind going forward. So happy about that. The first of a couple levels I'm going to go ahead and get here, up to 73 smithing. Had to get that for some adamant bolts right there. Really need some diamond bolts E for my Zulrah grind, and don't want to be bothered boosting anymore for that. Had to get it out of the way at some point, so we'll probably come back to that. It's one of the lower skills that I could get up pretty easily, and speaking of, I'm probably going to go get a rune crafting level as well. I need to grind that at some point. I'm not really even close to grinding it, but you know, I do what I can. I don't do my Tears of Guthix as much as I should, so I'm going to go do that now. In terms of the Zulrah grind, it's gone really well at this point. I'm basically at 400 KC. I think it's like 396 or something. And of course, I'm happy with where I'm at with the Snakeling and the little Magic Fang. It was definitely a good time in terms of the grind there. Now going forward, I definitely think I can start checking out some Chambers of Xeric, which would be a ton of fun, honestly. I've been dying to do that on my Ironman right here, and would love to get some prayers as well. That'd kind of be my early grind that I could do there. Work on getting Rigor and Augury. I think that would be great. Definitely would help out for my Zulrah grind as well. So looking forward to that. That's probably the plan going forward. But as far as what we got going on right now, my time in the cave is up and ready to go ahead and get close to 10k XP probably. That was actually really close. Up to 65 rune crafting right there. That is a dangerous bar. 37k extra. Yeah, that's gonna be rough. So in terms of rune crafting in the future, I'm probably not gonna do much more ZMI until I get up to the point at which I do Sins of the Father, because once I do Sins of the Father, then I can go and mine the Dayalt Essence, which actually acts as 1.5 Essence instead of just 1. Which apparently when stacked with ZMI is just really, really good. I remember doing XP rate testing, and it was almost efficient to go and mine the essence beforehand, and the mining of the essence is AFK, so obviously that's going to be easy for me. But in terms of the end of this episode, and not planning on AFK next time, ending off with a 320 mil bank, a nice little friend here, and in terms of the total level, up to 2032. So let me log out real quick. 2032 total actually puts me at rank 1280 in terms of hardcore Ironman, so that's really cool to see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of the Hardcore Iron Man. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Anything you want to see from me, anything you want to let me know, would love to hear it down below in a comment. And if you want to see more videos like this as soon as I go live, make sure to subscribe. And with that said, hopefully you have a wonderful day, and peace. Also streaming after this goes live over on Twitch with Facecam. You can come check me out. Tell me I'm gritty.